You won't believe this, but a creature from the bottom of the ocean, one that should never see sunlight, was spotted floating alive near California's coast. No news reported it, no expert spoke up. But what this fish was doing there could change everything we thought we knew about the deep. Its name is the black devil fish. And the fact that it surfaced wasn't an accident. But the story doesn't just end with a fish, because after that came strange sounds, lights, movements from the abyss. Something far bigger may be rising, and the devilfish was just the beginning. But what if it's all true? They found something thrashing at the ocean's surface. But it wasn't just any fish. It was pitch black, with hollow-looking eyes and a glowing lure that pulsed like it was sending a message. Its name? The black devilfish, and it had no reason to be there. Few people realize this, but that creature lives thousands of feet deep, in absolute darkness. Down there, where no sunlight exists, it rules using bioluminescence to lure in prey. Seeing one of these at the surface is like spotting a polar bear in the desert. It just doesn't make sense. The footage captured off the coast of California left marine biologists stunned. But the most terrifying part wasn't the fish itself, it was the reason it rose. Because for the black devilfish to come up here, something far darker might be happening below. And that's when things started spiraling out of control. You won't believe this, but right before the black devilfish showed up, underwater sensors picked up a strange sound from the deep Pacific. A frequency never heard before, low, deep, almost organic. It felt like something or someone was calling, a pulse echoing from the abyss. That sound came from the exact region where the fish later surfaced. Coincidence? Maybe. But the same pattern had been recorded once before, back in 1997, during the infamous Bloop incident. No one ever explained it. Now it's happening again, only this time, there are witnesses. Scientists are staying quiet, but some oceanographers, off the record, suggested the signal might be disrupting the behavior of deep-sea creatures, as if the ecosystem itself were being reprogrammed. What if the black devilfish was just the first to answer that call? Because after that, others began to rise. Few realize this, but the exact moment the black devilfish surfaced was caught on video by a group of amateur researchers. They were just observing the shallow waters until a dark shadow slowly emerged, like it was watching them back. The creature floated oddly, as if disoriented, but its eyes, or what was left of them, darted rapidly. One of the marine biologists there said, "I've never seen anything so out of place. And worse, it looked scorched, like it had been exposed to something unnatural, something up here that hurt it or forced it out." But the strangest part? The water around the fish turned cloudy, as if a magnetic field had altered the density. That's not a theory, it's a recorded observation. And when authorities tried to collect the creature, it was gone, evaporated, like it had never been there. But it was. Someone saw it. This was hidden from you. But 2 days after the black devilfish sighting, an unmarked government vessel anchored at the exact same location. High-grade underwater scanning equipment was deployed. No one explained why. No press release, no warning. Few people remember, but the same thing happened in 2014, in Indonesia, when another black devilfish was found dead, burned and eyeless, tangled in a fishing net. Experts called it an accident, but the photos vanished within 48 hours. The retrieval vessel never officially logged. So the question is, why is this abyssal predator surfacing? And why does a silent cleanup follow every sighting? Something down there is rising, and maybe the black devilfish isn't the monster, but the prey, fleeing from something much worse. And that something is getting closer. In a quietly published marine biology report, one phrase stood out: isolated cases of abyssal fauna reaching emergency levels at the surface. The document never explains what emergency levels means, but insiders say it's a term for animals behaving like they're in panic mode. The black devilfish survives under over 200 atmospheres of pressure. It simply can't live up here. It would only surface if it was dying, or escaping something even more lethal below. So what exactly is lurking in the deep that terrifies apex predators? Some blame climate change. Others, including ex-NOAA insiders, warn of deep-sea acoustic weapons and seismic testing. Vibrations strong enough to confuse or even mentally cripple animals. If that's true, the black devilfish might not be running from a creature. It might be running from us. Here's something most people don't know. The black devilfish hasn't changed in millions of years. It's a living fossil, so perfectly adapted to the depths. It never needed to evolve. But now, something is forcing that change. Historical accounts, even from 18th century sailors, describe glowing sea beasts seen floating at night. The stories were dismissed as superstition. But what if they weren't? What if these sightings were real and quietly erased? Because today, even with cameras and social media, every new sighting disappears. The original California video vanished from its platform in under 48 hours. Only low-res copies survive in closed forums. And that's why some believe the black devilfish isn't just a creature, it's a signal. Something is changing. You won't believe this, but right after the black devilfish surfaced, P-chan oxygen sensors near the coast dropped sharply, as if the ocean itself had stopped breathing. For exactly 11 minutes, everything flatlined. That's the same length of time the fish stayed visible. Marine scientists warn that kind of shift only happens after major seismic events. But this time, nothing. No earthquake, no eruption, just silence. Like something passed through and left the ocean stunned. And while the world stays distracted, more deep-sea creatures are appearing in bizarre places. Norway, Japan, New Zealand. Same pattern. They show up. They're filmed. They vanish. Then comes the silence. But whatever is about to break that silence, we may not be ready to face it. The truth is, the ocean isn't just water. It's a living system, sensitive, aware. The black devilfish surfacing might not be the anomaly. It might be the message. And what's rising from below could already be crossing into our world. Independent researchers believe there's a pattern, a cycle. Every few years, a deep-sea species is forced upward, like the ocean is trying to purge something, trying to say, this doesn't belong anymore, but no one is listening. And when they finally do, it might be too late, because the black devilfish isn't the threat. It's the warning, and everything it represents is still down there, waiting, rising. And if you think this was scary, wait until you find out what's swimming right beneath you, right now. If creatures like the black devilfish are rising, what else is coming with them? What if the ocean isn't just changing, but warning us? How many silent alarms have we ignored just because they were too hard to believe? Maybe the real fear is instead what sits hiding in the deep, but what's about to emerge in front of us and no one will understand. If this video made sense to you, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and share this with someone who deserves to know the truth.